We've made it, people. Fourth and final thing that stood out to me from over the weekend on Senior Day in Alabama's win over Western Carolina inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. The running backs stood out to me. Najee Harris in the game, 66 yards rushing for him. And while he's the one that's got 942 yards rushing on the season, 10 touchdowns on the ground, 7 touchdown receptions. Definitely looking to go to the NFL draft, and I get it. A lot of Bama fans kind of selfish in, well, can Najee come back one more year? Can Najee do it one more year? There are a lot of players that are entering this draft that are really good. When you have J.K. Dobbins, Jonathan Taylor, guys like Travis Etienne, Keilan Hill, just so many really productive bats. Can Najee come back? But I think Najee is looking at this thing like, okay, Brian Robinson's coming back, Keean Robinson's coming back, Jadarius Townsend's coming back, Jerome Ford's coming back, then not to mention the guys that Alabama's going to sign in the 2020 class. I might want to get my butt out of Dodge and go make this money because all of these guys are coming back. And I ain't trying to keep nobody from eating food. And that's probably what's on Najee Harris's mind right now. But running back stood out to me in this game. Crimson Tide had 3 rushing touchdowns in the matchup, 231 yards rushing. The big factor in the backfield just so happened to be Keean Robinson, the freshman out of Washington, D.C. at 5'9", 184 pounds, the 4-star. He's a very underrated guy. And I understand a lot of fans are excited for Trey Sanders to come back next year, the 5-star, healthy from injury, and be able to show what he wanted to show this season. But Keean Robinson has displayed to us he is not chopped liver. This kid has a gear, and this kid can fly. People have used the Josh Jacobs comparison for him. I'm not going to use that just simply based on Josh Jacobs was more of a bowling ball. Yes, he was fast, but he ran angry. He ran over guys. I mean, he just plowed people over. But when I look at Keean Robinson, he has a whole lot of Kenyon Drake in him. Drake made his career from 2012 to 2015. He made his 4-year career off of being very decisive, hitting the hole quickly, having that subtle burst, that immediate explosion upon popping out the other side and just hitting into the house. He hit the hole, hit the burst, put on the afterburners, and got to pay dirt. He was just a speed, quick, acceleration, very fast guy. Kenyon Drake made his money off that in the backfield, as a receiver, and in the kick return game. And when you look at Keean Robinson, he carries the exact same traits. Nick Saban talked about it. This guy's got juice. Of all the running backs we have in Alabama, this guy's got juice. The 2 longest touchdown runs of the season, the 74-yard touchdown run by a running back, of course, the 74-yard touchdown run against New Mexico State, and the 47 or 46-yard touchdown run against Western Carolina, both came via Keean Robinson. This young man led the team in rushing over the weekend, 8 carries for 92 yards, 1 touchdown, averaged 11.5 yards a pop. He's good. He's special. He is Kenyon Drake-esque. And when you break down the guys Alabama is looking to sign in this 2020 class, mixed with Brian Robinson, Keean Robinson, Jerome Ford, and for goodness sake, can we just put Jadarius Townsend in a spot, in a role, and stop moving him around? I mean, one moment he's a running back, the next moment he's a wide receiver, the next moment he's a DB. I mean, bless his heart. He doesn't even know what position he has to play. Can we just put him? We know he's talented. We know he came out of Tanner High School in Alabama in 2017 under the recruiting tag of an athlete. So he does a lot of things well, but can we just find a home for this young man in terms of a position group and just keep him there. But all in all, it's going to be interesting to see how this running back room plays out upon, next season, especially with the surge that Najee Harris has been on. You got to feel like he is definitely, more than likely, going to the league after this year. But running back stood out to me in the matchup against Western Carolina. Keilan Robinson had the hot hand in this one. And this will be a group that will look forward to taking pressure off of Mac Jones, setting the tone on offense as Alabama looks to have a balanced attack this week at Jordan-Hare Stadium against Auburn for the Iron Bowl. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this week's edition of shows on what is the hottest form, best form of Alabama football news, notes, and information in my own words, the podcast. As always, you download the Touchdown Alabama Magazine app. Get that today for your iPhone if you're rocking Team Apple. Google Play Store if you've got the Android phone. Podcast options listed for you. At the bottom of the screen, check those out. You also subscribe to TD, AlabamaMag.com, and Touchdown Alabama Magazine on YouTube. The site over 6,000 subscribers strong, thanks to you, the fans. If you haven't done so already, ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to check out our friends right now at Otoro Hibachi. I'm telling you, they're doing an unbelievable job. If you crave delicious sushi, great hibachi, and takeout, what are you waiting for? Go see our friends at Otoro Hibachi. They are conveniently located inside the University Mall, food court in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I'm there often. I visit often. Delivery can also be done as well for them via Crimson2go and Waitr. So once again, you want tremendous atmosphere, great sushi, hibachi, and takeout. Take yourself down to Otoro Hibachi. Tell them that the guys at Touchdown Alabama Magazine sent you, and they will set you up accordingly. When we return to start our new edition of shows, we will dive into why a one-loss Georgia is no way better than a one-loss Alabama, discussing some college football playoff things, and we'll get into some matchups that will be huge, or some matchups that will be the biggest to discuss when you talk Iron Bowl between Auburn and Alabama. For all of us here at Touchdown Alabama Magazine, I'm your man, Stephen M. Smith. Till next time, folks, this has been In My Own Words. What's up, college football fans? You can catch the hottest show in the streets, that being In My Own Words, the podcast, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Subscribe to Touchdown Alabama Magazine for the best in Tide football.